Today, as we know now, it's clear that Iqbal Hussain, he planted that book, and he is responsible for all this thing. Till yesterday, people were shouting, "Okay, whoever will dishonor our book, will behead them." But now everybody is silent because the person belongs to their community. And suddenly this mob comes from nowhere, and this first they pull down Durga Puja mandap in front of our temple. Then they entered our temple. They started beating brutally all devotees. One devotee was killed on spot, and one devotee they kidnapped. Later, next morning, his dead body was found in the pond. When I heard about this incident, immediately I called Prime Minister of India. So Hindus has to start reclaiming our, Sanatan Dharma and our civilization. Otherwise, our existence is at stake. Whatever the world is knowing is just, scratch on the top. Only 1%.
Very good evening, namaste, and welcome to Citti Media. My name is Sharan Citti, your host. We have all been seeing what is happening with our Hindu brothers and sisters in Bangladesh, and the international community is also coming together now, taking cognizance of the brutal violation of human rights that is happening in the country. Joining us today for a conversation is Radharamn Das Prabhu from ISKCON Calcutta. He is the Vice President and spokesperson. Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Namaste, and thank you so much for giving us this opportunity.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, first of all, can I ask you for your opening comments, because you have been trying to address the media since the last few days, and what we have been seeing from Bangladesh is a very, very distressing development.
Yes, as we now know that for 9-10 days, cycle of violence was continuing in Bangladesh. But unfortunately, people were not able to know about their plight. On Vijay Dashmi, these miscreants, they attacked our ISKCON temple in Noakhali. And around a mob of 500 people, they gathered in front of our ISKCON temple. And our devotees, they, after celebration of Vijay Dashmi Utsav, they were having lunch prasadam at around 2 o'clock. And suddenly this mob comes from nowhere, and this first they pull down Durga Puja mandap in front of our temple. Then they entered our temple. They started beating brutally all devotees. One devotee was killed on spot, and one devotee they kidnapped. Later, next morning, his dead body was found in the pond, floating. They also broke all our deities. They burned the deity of Srila Prabhupada. They burnt our books. They looted whatever material was there. And then they went on rampage near our temple. There were 150 congregation houses. There they went and they brutally beat the male members and raped many women also.
Right. Prabhu, what is more distressing is that first Hindus and ISKCON devotees were blamed for this, but today we are hearing about the truth. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah. Today, as we know now, it's clear that Iqbal Hussain, he planted that book, and he is responsible for all this thing. Till yesterday, people were shouting, "Okay, whoever will dishonor our book, will behead them." But now everybody is silent because the person belongs to their community. So I think this is just a pretext to kill other people, kafirs. But if their own person who did, actually, he placed that book into the feet of Hanumanji. But now everybody is quiet. Nobody will behead him.
Right.
So this is a big conspiracy going against we Hindus. So we Hindus need to wake up. Otherwise, it will be too late.
Right. Prabhu, what is the response from Government of India and what is the way forward from here? Because obviously this is not the first time that we've seen Hindus being brutally persecuted by Islamists in Bangladesh, but there has to be a solution. How can we protect our own people?
One of the problems with Hindus is that we look to other people. That is a big problem. We have to learn from these people only, these people. And Hindus has, like every Hindu has to be, physically fit also.
Right.
We have to think that what we are not doing. Actually, we can't blame government. Why police is not coming, this, that is not coming, why government is not speaking. When Hindus will wake, actually our civilization ruled all over the world.
Yes.
But now see what is the condition. Even in our own country, we are treated like, outsiders. Actually, there is no Hindu rights. We can't even we can't have our gurukuls or our own educational institutions. But minorities they can have.
Right. Prabhu, now, has there been any communication with, say, the government officials or with somebody higher up in Bangladesh? And how is ISKCON trying to counter this?
When I heard about this incident, immediately I called Prime Minister of India, his residence, and I requested his secretary to speak with Prime Minister and inform him if he can immediately speak with his Bangladeshi counterpart, because the situation was very bad. Then we heard that Indian mission in Bangladesh, they are in talks with Prime Minister of Bangladesh. And then we had also written a letter to United Nations. United Nations, they took 3 days to respond to that. But on Monday, they condemned it. Also, the office of the President of United States of America, they have issued a statement condemning this violence. But one thing we all should think, like, as we know that few years back, some miscreants, they have broken the window panes of a church. Then President of America, when he came visited India, he has raised that issue with Prime Minister of India. And here in Bangladesh, we see that so many Hindus were killed for all these 9 days. The cycle started on 13th October, not on 13th October.
Right.
But we only started reacting when we wrote to UN, when devotees and Hindus, they started to come on the streets. So we can see that we have like the condition of Hindu is not very, like we have to bhiksha mangna padta. We have to come out on the streets, then only they are listening. Yeah.
Also, one ray of hope amid all of this is that we have been witnessing reports that Hindus are protesting, and there are some good secular Muslims also who are supporting these causes in Bangladesh. Now, is this coming too late? And of course, you have been in touch with probably the community on the ground in Bangladesh. What can you tell us more about what is happening?
I am regularly speaking with devotees there. So for last 2 days, the cycle of violence has slowed down. I think there's no life lost for last 2 days. So that is a good sign. But devotees are very fearful. Tales of horror is actually many things. There are many things I can't share also. Because as you know, there are, even I showed these, I have shared these things with media, but media says that unless government of Bangladesh, verify it, they are not able to play it.
Right.
So whatever the world is knowing is just, scratch on the top, only 1%.
Prabhu, I've also seen this, and you may not choose to answer it as well if you're not comfortable with it. But being a journalist, even I'm distressed by the lack of response by certain sections in the media. And, this is beyond any civilization, beyond any religion, beyond anything else. This is about human rights.
Yeah, that's actually because we Hindus we have stopped caring about our own. Like people say that Hinduism is not a religion. Hinduism is a way of life. So Hindus has to start reclaiming our Sanatan Dharma and our civilization. Otherwise, our existence is at stake.
Right. Prabhu, now if we were to actually learn lessons from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, what would Sri Krishna tell us to do in such a situation?
It's very clear. Krishna is inspiring Arjuna to start fighting and kill the miscreants. Arjuna was a Kshatriya. He was a Kshatri, and that was his duty to protect civilization and society from the miscreants. And it was not Arjun or Pandavas who invited all this. Actually, there was great injustice, as we know if you read Mahabharata. Even their wife was, how much she has to go through.
Yes.
So, not to speak or not to fight injustice is also injustice.
Yes, it is adharma.
Adharma. So, dharma is very clear. If somebody, at least we Hindus, even we don't know, we are physically not fit. Suppose if these people again come to your locality, so either you surrender to them and they will do same thing what they did to these Bangladeshi Hindus, or you have to fight back. If the best thing would be if police and the administration is strong and they are protecting us. That is the sign of a civilization. But if you see, police is also on back foot in many areas, and it is becoming very common that when this people mob comes, police is nowhere to see. In our own case in Bangladesh, this started at around 2 p.m. and this mob was there for 3 hours till 5 p.m. Right. And our devotees, they have the number of senior police officers also who used to come to our temple, and they were Hindus officers also. But nobody picked. Nobody picked their phone. We have to understand this police officer, they are also human beings. They are not supermen. And their hands are also tied up. They have limitations. Many times government, they order them not to do anything because, so as a group, we Hindus has to be also, build strength. At least we should know how to run also. Na? If you can't fight, then you should be healthy enough to run. Where is that physical fitness?
Right.
So we have to start physically preparing us. All our gods, they carry weapons. All our gods. वो तो भगवान है, हम तो भगवान भी नहीं है. So what is, why can't we keep something? कि कोई आएगा तो we could also use, and that is for self-defense.
Right.
Every country allows self-defense. Self-defense is the right. If somebody is coming to kill you, you have all right to kill, and there will be no actions taken. So we should know the law also, and every house should have. Suppose in your locality, and then also wherever you are living, we should not be communicating on WhatsApp or Facebook.
Right.
Earlier, in every village or area, in evening, people used to come together and sit together. And in villages, if you know, even 15, 20 years ago, in villages, people have their all this shastra. They had shastra, rifles. I had my 5 uncles. Everyone has gun. And when this used to sleep, they used to put gun with them and sleep. And this is not only my family, every family. Because village is such a remote place that, these dacoits used to come.
Right. Prabhu, I have no words at all because I have been following what has been happening. And of course, I can only imagine what you must be going through listening to all those hundreds of stories that are emerging from Bangladesh. And I genuinely hope and pray that things will get better and that our brothers and sisters are safe. And I know that I've been troubling you for this, but thank you so much. And let me just give you my pranams for your seva. And I really hope things will get better.
Thank you very much. I am very sorry that I was delayed.
Not at
Sorry.
all.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.